Welcome to the Attleboro Public Library. Built in 1907, the APL serves the citizens of Attleboro, Massachusetts and the surrounding communities. The APL has 2 locations in the library specifically for teen use. First, we will explore the area for younger teens, ages 12 to 14, located on the first floor of the library in the children's room. There are several collections for this age group within the children's room. First, we are looking at the graphic novels and the magazines meant for ages 10 to 14. So our 12 to 14-year-old teens would fall into this category and use those materials. Currently, we can see part of the area meant for 10 to 14-year-olds. In front of us is also the librarian's desk. The Auget Children's Room offers 5 computers meant for use by those in grades 1 through 8. Additionally, there are 2 OPACs meant for searching the library's catalog. Next to the computers is a collection of video games also meant for younger teens, ages 12 to 14. Currently, we are looking at the Middle Reader collection. This collection is meant for middle schoolers grades 5 through 8, so our younger teenagers, 12 to 14, would utilize this collection. In this area, we also have a table and 4 chairs, along with a tablet and a computer specifically meant for younger teens' use. Although meant for younger teens, this fiction collection is very popular with teens up through age 16 or 17. Here's a better view of the tablet available in this area, along with the table and 4 chairs meant for their use. Here we see the computer again that is meant for youth in grades 5 through 8 exclusively. Now we're looking at the nonfiction collection meant for grades 5 through 8. So again, our teenage users 12 to 14 would utilize this collection for their needs. Back behind the desk where the librarian sits, there are 4 tables available for use by young teenagers. These tables have a variety of seating, including regular traditional chairs, as well as wobble stools, and can be moved around to fit the needs of the users. The second tablet available for young teens is back behind the librarian's desk in the area with the 4 tables. And can be seen here. Additionally, there are board games that can be taken out and used by teens on the tables. There's also a reference collection meant for younger teens, ages 12 to 14, that can be used within the library for this age group. As you can see, youth ages 12 to 14 have several spaces available to them in the library's children's room. Within these spaces, they have access to technology in the form of both computers and iPads. There's also a charging station, which we can now see to power their devices. And there are a few multi-purpose areas in this room where young teens can carry out all of the objectives of the Nordic four-space model we learned about in this movement's readings, which are learning space, meeting space, performance space, and inspiration space. Furniture in the children's room is easily movable, allowing for flexibility. Although the APL's children's room has a lot going for it, some changes could be made to enhance the space. For example, the wall decor could be updated to better suit teen users. Additionally, passive programming could be displayed on tables or bulletin boards, and youth-created artwork or writing could be displayed, giving more ownership of the room to its youthful patrons. These small tweaks following the Nordic four-space model would allow users more possibilities to engage in the model's 4 objectives for library users: experience, involvement, empowerment, and innovation. Next, we head up to the library's 3rd floor to the young adult collection meant for 12 to 18-year-olds. This area is located on the 3rd floor of the library in the back corner. Here we see a view down to the 1st floor. As we come around this corner, we walk past the adult nonfiction collection, or part of it, and ahead we can see the YA section. There is a table with 4 chairs meant for teen use, as well as 2 armchairs. You may notice that the chairs are sort of all over the place and not neatly lined up. So definitely evidence that teenagers do move things around up here. This table is quite commonly in different locations in this general area because the teens move it to fit their needs. The same thing does happen with the armchairs on our right here. Down this aisle on the right is the beginning of the fiction as well as the nonfiction. We just saw the only technology available in this area, and that is an OPAC for searching the library's catalog. Right now we're looking at one of the 2 displays in this area. Currently is full of anime DVDs. On our right here is the manga collection, or the graphic novels in the manga. Here's a better view of it. Here we can get a better look at the beginning of the fiction collection, as well as the nonfiction collection, which is down here on the left. There is a small area back here to study, and there are additional desks and seating areas to my left here. And here's the young adult nonfiction collection. The 3rd floor of the Attleboro Public Library is generally unstaffed, and so the OPAC that we saw in the YA section is the only technology on the 3rd floor in that young adult section. What we're looking at right now are the adult computers that are available on the 2nd floor of the library, so a whole floor down from the YA section. These computers are available for teen use, 9th grade and up. Many of our readings this movement describe the geography of no, describing the restrictive and unwelcoming environment teens find, even within spaces meant for them in public libraries. This concept seems to be in practice in the APL's YA section. This sign is clear evidence that rules are posted and likely enforced in this space. Signage and rules, such as those listed, deter from the welcoming environment teens deserve. It seems the space was intended for youth to read or study quietly. There is certainly evidence that teens customize this space, but is it at their own risk? To create a more welcoming environment, I would suggest removing the signage with the rules and allowing for more freedom with the use of this space. I would also suggest adding bulletin boards with space for literature useful to teens, as well as space to showcase their work. Perhaps even a small maker kit could be available with supplies to allow teens to be creative in the space. Although it is small, the space has the potential to engage and inspire. During my visit, I observed teens in both locations reading, studying, using technology provided by the library and their own, as well as using the spaces to game and hang out with friends. All seem to be enjoying themselves. If small changes were made to both of these spaces, perhaps word would travel and more youth would make the Attleboro Public Library their go-to spot. Thanks for watching.